Holmes or E.L. Turner?
I'm Cornell King. I'm with the city's attorney's office.
If you hurt that man, you'll have me to contend with for the rest of your life. Who are you?
I'm Cassius 10 from the Planet O Patrol.
I'm Deputy Whitney, and this is Judge Ducharme.
We're going to your planet, Tokar, like you promised?
That's right, OB.
What does OB stand for?
Obituary, Bob. Killed 7 people with an axe.
Well, that's my kind of case.
Age deals a different hand to all, but no one pays the price like a fading beauty does. Wanda was on the long side of 40, and her fire was almost ashes as she looked at me through steel blue eyes. Well, we got it?
No, we didn't get it. Some Temple City PI got it. He dropped his rates lower than our month-end divorce specials. So she went with him.
What was his name? What was his name?
Wasaki. Fred Wasaki. This one I'm filing on the Get Even. He'll hear from me.
Where are you going? Wait a minute. This is the 3rd time this morning. Since when are we responsible for answering the payphone in the hall?
Yeah, buddy. I'm expecting some personal calls. I don't want to tap the office phone. You know, this business phone right here.
Well, listen, hey, you don't want any of these. It's my specialty.
Private Investigators Referral Service, Commissioner Redstone speaking. How may I assist you?
I need a detective, but I'm confused. I mean, there's over 100 in the phone book, and your ad said you're a referral service. I want my girlfriend followed. I'm between gigs right now, but I could make payments as soon as my unemployment is approved.
Try Fred Wasaki. He's on page 981 in your phone book.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Private Investigators Referral Service, Commissioner Redstone speaking. How may I assist you?
Yes, my name is Grace Ducharme. I saw your ad. Do you recommend private investigators?
Yes, ma'am. We have over 5,000 specialists in our computer banks.
Now, what I need is somebody who's very experienced in background investigations.
Yes, ma'am. But the better ones are quite expensive and require a cash retainer in advance.
Price is of no concern. What I want is the very best.
Let me put that through the computer and see what pops out. Well, you want the Lionel Whitney agency. He's the creme de la creme. You'll find him on page 980 in your telephone book.
You mean the one of the man in the trench coat? I mean, that's a bit much, isn't it?
Well, if it's artwork that you're looking for, I suggest that you go to the McDermott agency. But the Lionel Whitney agency, well, it's the most prestigious in the community. And his associate, Mr. E.L. Turner, why, he's the foremost expert in background inquiries on the West Coast.
Thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
Glad to be of assistance to you.
Goodbye.
What do you have going on out there? Listen, I mean, how many personal calls do you expect?
Oh, that wasn't for me, buddy. That was for the insurance guy down the hall.
Really? Dig in, dig in.
You know, I've been doing some thinking about the image that we present, mainly about that phone ad, you know?
What about it?
Don't you think the guy in the trench coat is a bit much?
No, I don't think it's a bit much. I think it has a certain a flair. It adds a flavor.
And a tendency to put people off.
Lionel Whitney Agency, Lionel Whitney speaking.
Yes, this is Grace DeSharm, Mr. Whitney. The private investigators referral service suggested that I call you.
A referral service recommended me?
Yes, and very highly, too. I would like to engage you to do a deep background inquiry for me.
A DBGI, huh? Well, I'd certainly be happy to discuss it with you. Our convenient offices are just minutes away from the freeway interchange.
Well, I'd rather not come by your office. Is there someplace else that we could meet?
We could meet at my favorite little watering hole, the Macau Trader. It's just off Vine, let's say in, like an hour.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Well, all right. Yeah.
Your guest is already here at your special table, Mr. Whitney.
Hello, I'm Lionel Whitney. This is my associate E.L. Turner.
Pleasure.
You're getting all wet. I told him to turn down the waterfall whenever I came. Would you like to sit over there? Would that be better?
Well, she can...
No, please. Just, I'll take you. There you go.
This is really one of your favorite watering spots, Mr. Whitney.
Oh, well, let's just say that I drop in here every now and then to keep my finger in the pulse of the city. Miss Ducharme, or is it Mrs. Ducharme, or Ms. Ducharme?
Well, actually, it's Judge DeSharm of Los Angeles County Superior Court.
Superior Court?
What an unusual card, Mr. Whitney.
Thank you, Your Honor. I designed it myself.
Yes, designed, in fact, to look deceptionally corny from Mr. Whitney's keying system, as it were. Let me try to explain, Your Honor. You see, we deal with thousands of people in a very large area. Now, that Tommy gun, for instance, represents the fact that you contacted us in the Hollywood area. Now, if it was a revolver, it would mean inner city. If it were handcuffs, it would mean the beach. If it was dagger, it would mean the valley, and so forth and so on. I'm sure you're not here to deal with our inner security machinery, are we? Are we now?
How may we help you, Your Honor?
Well, now, first of all, you have to agree that whatever I say to you is to be held in the strictest confidence.
Absolutely. It won't go beyond this table, Your Honor.
You see, I believe that there has been a deliberate miscarriage of justice in a case that was assigned to me and then pulled at the last minute. And what I need from you is support and proof of the corruption that I suspect.
Yes. Helping a Superior Court judge expose corruption at City Hall, and that's my kind of case.
What I want you to do is a thorough background inquiry for me into the life of a man named Larry Rodman. He was killed in a shopping center 8 months ago.
Yes, I remember. I read about that. He was shot by some lunatic who claimed he was from outer space.
Dean Culpitz. Now, Culpitz was pronounced innocent on grounds of insanity, but I don't accept that judgment, nor do I believe that it was a random killing. There are also rumors that Culpitz knew Rodman.
In other words, you're saying that the culprit is pretending to be insane.
And still is pretending. I mean, he's in the state hospital now, recovering. There was also talk of $1 million floating around in a suitcase somewhere. If you should run across it in your investigation, naturally you would be entitled to 10% of the recovery fee allowed by law.
10%? Well, that's my kind of case.
Now, these are copies of the pertinent files on Rodman, his life. I want you to dig into them. I want you to see if you can find a culprit's hiding in there somewhere.
Okay, let me get this straight. You think that if there's a link between Dean Culpitz and Rodman, then the insanity plea is a put-up deal, and that there's some fixing downtown, maybe the judicial, maybe the...
That's exactly it. How perceptive of you, Mr. Whitney.
Well, perception is the watchword of this industry, and more specifically of this agency.
Yes, along with other such watchwords as money, fees, and retainers.
I admire a man who looks after the store. There is a retainer fee in this envelope.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much. I promise you and assure you that you haven't made a mistake, and that by engaging the Whitney Agency, you won't regret this, and that I promise you that we'll assist you in your battle for truth and justice. And I'll tell you something else. Once the judges and lawyers start finding out about you, that's when you've really arrived. You know it. I knew I could make a success out of this thing. I knew it. Isn't she wonderful?
Yes, she's
I mean, the courage that it takes to challenge the system, her peers.
$100 grand in recoverable fee.
And she chose me, Lionel Whitney.
Well, you know, that referral service had something to do with it, Lionel.
Yeah. How'd they find out about me?
Well, people are beginning to talk. I mean, words are beginning to spread about the Lionel Whitney Agency. I mean, we're getting some positive energy out there.
And I'll tell you, once the referral services start finding out about you, if that isn't arriving, I don't know what is.
Yeah, well, the cream will rise. I knew it would.
You've been such a good friend, E.L. Boy, what a friend you've been. I mean, your faith and trust through the rough times, that's what kept me going. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be what I am today. We got a case. A biggie.
Hey, buddy. Were you here all night? What's wrong with you?
Oh, huh? I wanted to get inside Rodman's skin, know how he felt, what he thought. But there was no background info, nothing in the transcripts.
I see.
So I want you to hit the streets, kick over a few garbage cans. I want you to check the condo where he lived, anybody who might have known him. And then question people in his office building, janitor, manager, secretaries, utilities transfers, stuff like that. Then after...
Whoa. Good morning, Lionel.
Good morning.
Yeah. You know, when you're on a case, you can go from a deep sleep to a full tilt faster than anybody I know. Okay. All right, while I'm out doing all these wonderful things, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do the same thing that Mark Savage did in Death Heroes Part. Go down to the morgue and walk on some toes. Maybe I can find out who claimed the body.
Good idea.
Stitched with lead, I stumbled into the alley. I gambled on the Devil's Down card, and it came up with my name on it. Mark Savage, Hollywood's newest corpse. I heard a scream. I've been waiting for hours. Where have you been?
They gave me a lot of ground to cover this morning.
Yeah.
So, here's what you got. Okay, Rodman rented his condo, furnished, and his office in Century City the same day, a few months before he was killed.
What about files?
No files in the cabinets, no phone bills, no utility transfers, like the man didn't exist.
No files, which means maybe he was using an alias.
Who claimed the body? That's all I want to know.
They wouldn't tell me.
Did you go trying to jam your business card down their throat again?
The guy said it was against county policy to divulge that information.
Give me a time.
What are you doing?
Just give me the time.
What are you?
I think I got something going here. Take off your coat. I want that, too.
What do you want with my coat?
Just take off the coat.
I think I know. It's a masquerade, isn't it? It's,
Give me that.
A master of...
Call up with Savage.
Mr. Eisenstadt.
Yeah. Have a seat. I'll be with you in a few minutes.
Oh, there's no hurry. Take your time. No rush. File number 4343-21-R, Nina Rodman versus the city of Los Angeles. Preliminary interview with Carl Eisenstadt, chief clerk of the morgue record department. That's Eisenstadt. E. Edward, I. Ida, S. Sam, E. Edward, N. Nina, S. Sam, T. Tom, A. Adam, D. David, T. Tom.
Who are you? And what is it that you want?
I'm Carnell King. I'm with the city's attorney's office. I'd like to ask you some questions pending litigation.
What's with the tape recorder?
I'm terribly sorry, but you see, it is requirement. So much civil criminal cross-filing. We are required to tape all interviews. It's SOP. Pretend it's not there. Now, could you tell me exactly the procedure used in the processing of one Larry Rodman's remains? That's Rodman, male, Caucasian, 39, ticket number 3606501. It must have been about, I'd say, 8 months ago. Feel free to consult your records if you like. It seems that you released the remains of Mr. Rodman to the wrong party, and they in turn had him cremated.
Everything was in order.
And now the widow was talking about a price tag of $5 million.
Hey, wait a minute. There, you see? Double signature. Tags clipped, boxes checked, the coroner's seal, and the release form signed in triplicate.
Do you mind if I take a look at this, please?
No.
Thank you. Michelle Moran's, Larry Rodman's sister. Thank you.
I can't condone your methods, E.L., but I must say I do like your results.
This time, would you keep your card in your pocket? Yeah, come on.
Hello. We're looking for Michelle Moran.
You found her.
Oh, good. My name is Lionel Whitney. I'm a private investigator. Were you Larry Rodman's sister?
Oh, yes, I was. Why?
Well, we want to find out a few little things about him, who his friends were, how he spent his time, stuff like that.
Mr. Sartain, the red light's on.
live before he came to Los Angeles, Michelle?
No, I really don't know. We weren't too close. New York, I think, or maybe Chicago. We were separated as kids. I only saw him once after he came to L.A. Well, actually, twice. The second time was at the morgue.
Did he leave a will?
No, he didn't leave anything.
That's funny. We heard that he left $1 million.
Somebody knows about the money.
$1 million, Larry? Excuse me.
Find out who they are.
Yes, Mr. Sartain, right away, sir. Look, I'm really busy right now, but I'd like to help if I can. You have a card? I'll call it just as soon as I get a chance.
Yes. Call any time you want, 24 hours a day. We're open. Our office is freeway close, and we're at your service. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah. Tommy gun and gold border. Okay, you two. I don't care if you have to make sandwich spread out of them. I want to know who they're working for. Move it.
So you say you think the mob's put out a contract on you and you need a bodyguard. Well, there's only one man qualified for that, and that's Fred Wasaki. You can find him on page 981 of your telephone book. It's my pleasure. I'm glad I could help. Don't mention it. Wasaki.
Will you please stay close to me on this thing? And I don't know what you've got going on out there, but we've got to reassess the situation in light of the new info, okay? So stay close, please.
You gentlemen, I think you have the...
You've been asking around about Larry Rodman. I want to know why and who you're working.
That's privileged information. That's out of the question, right, E.L.?
That's right.
Okay, we do kneecaps first.
Whoa, hold it now. That's totally unnecessary.
Get your hands off of me. Listen. Tell me about Larry Rodman.
Answer the man's question.
Hey, if you hurt that man, you'll have me to contend with for the rest of your life.
Maybe for the rest of your life, which ain't gonna be long if you don't wise up.
Wait a minute, I'll tell him.
No. Don't you know what'll happen to that woman if we give out her name? Don't do it.
I don't care about that woman, man. Look what they're going to do to me. Look, do you know Larry Rodman's mother?
No, we don't meet many mothers in our business. You working for her?
You see, she's in this convalescent hospital in Duarte. 20 years she's been searching for Larry. And on the day they were supposed to meet, he was killed. She hasn't got much longer to live, so she hired us to find Larry's little boy. Have a heart.
Now you've done it. Now you've done it.
What do I care, man? I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, it's just some old lady, man, with a last dying wish. I mean, I got a last dying wish, too. These guys are gonna kill me, man.
Drop the case. Calls on our next visit. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Come on, Diedrich, it stinks in here.
Ooh. Nice guys. That guys expected me to the bar mitzvah.
Are you okay? Hold it.
Easy.
Hold it.
Easy.
Stand up over here. Who are those guys? Who are those guys? Is your back?
Yeah.
Breathe.
Maybe this will tell us something.
You picked their pockets?
Of course, I just don't think I turned myself into a punching bag for fun, do you? Where's the last place you dropped your cards?
My cards? The card I dropped at the morgue this morning, but he ripped it up, and then at the carpet store.
Yeah. Sartain Carpet Acreage payroll stub. Credit union.
They're from Sartain?
These guys work for Sartain. Same as Rodman's sister. Or whoever she is. He couldn't have a mother. Rodman didn't exist. He was Larry Klein. The whole Rodman identity was just the front he used to chum the account in the siphon bank. You've been had. Now don't come back until you know what they're up to, or they're dead. Whichever comes first. I'm surprised they didn't steal your wallets.
We now know, or can assume, that Rodman was more than a businessman. We now know, or can assume, that he was dirty and somehow mixed up with Sartain. We now probably know, or probably can assume, that Sartain had him killed, and that Colpitz was a professional hitman.
Wait, not such a professional hitman. He wouldn't be in the banana farm.
Hey, I wonder if Sartain had contacts downtown. Maybe Judge Ducharme has turned up his name in her inside investigation. If so, and if she can time to culprits, we found our link.
Right.
Right?
You recall.
No. A phone call could put her in jeopardy.
Oh, we supposed to hang around here until the Moose brothers realize I conned them. No. Spare your card, please.
That you could be destroying her.
Look, do I look like I drifted in here on a white balloon yesterday? I'm not gonna give him my name. That's your style, Bunky.
Okay.
Bunky?
Judge Ducharme's chambers?
Yes, this is Dr. Gunn. Is the judge in?
No, doctor, I'm sorry she's in court. May I take a message?
Yes, tell her the results from her test came back and to give me a call immediately. That's Dr. Thomas E. Gunn.
Thomas E. Gunn. I'll tell her.
All right, now, I'll need the transcripts on the Asherov case, please.
Yes, Judge Ducharme, right away.
Thank you.
What's the point in trying to interview culprits?
You know, I bet this guy Cole Pitts is just as sane as we are.
I'm Tokar the Absonite! I'm the truth traveler from emerging universes, and I can destroy anybody whose vision befouls the eternal fusion. You'll pay! You'll pay! You'll all pay! You'll pay too! I'm Tokar!
Well, I see you're in fine form today, Mr. Colpitts, as usual. Better put him in a full body wrap. I think it's going to be another long one.
I know your face! And I know your face! And I'll be back for your face. I'm glad I don't have your face!
Tenspeed and Brown Shoe will continue in a moment.
I'm Tokar, the Absonite.
You blitzed the court shrinks, but I know all the cons, and I saw yours when you walked through the door.
Your aura's bad, lady. Real bad.
The clamps came off the last time I had you under sodium pentothal. I know all about the money.
Money, I know money. I'm Tokar the Absonite.
No, you are not. You're Colpitts, the killer, bouncing off of the walls, pretending to go from planet to planet to avoid going to the penitentiary. Now, where is the money?
I don't have any money. I don't know what you mean by money. I'm Tokar the Absonite. Leave
I
me.
am beginning to lose my patience, and if I do, it will be a very, very bad day for you.
Your day is short and dark anyway. My dear, Tokar's is eternal and filled with the most wondrous light.
Well, I hoped that it wouldn't come to this.
Ah, what's that?
It's a new psychoactive drug we've just gotten in. It's very experimental. Would you like to recite the alphabet for the last time?
I am Tokar the Absonite. Now leave me alone!
Well, I guess I'm just going to have to dynamite it out of your brain. Pick up the pieces I want and leave the rest on the floor.
No, don't stick it to me, please. I'll give you the money, Rheinkoff! Don't you want the money? I'll give you the money.
Would you put those away? Just put them away, okay? We need a little finesse here.
Finesse?
Yeah.
Listen, you know, I think it's time that you understood that the word finesse is a term used in the game of bridge, you're listening to me, and not generally thought of as a pseudonym for lying.
Cute. Now, listen, trust me. Where's your owner's manual?
The owner's manual is in the glove compartment. Why? Why do you need the manual?
Get the footage counter out of the trunk.
Evacuate the hospital. What are you, crazy? We've got certifiables in here. You just don't turn them out like that.
All I'm saying is the backwash valve at the sewage processing station in Vacuville, well, it just blew. Then about 50,000 cubic yards of sewage is going to be heading down your way. Now, what that means, Mr. Kamecki, is if our engineers can't turn off your egress valve, well, then your hospital is going to be floating downstream with yesterday's refuge.
Look, the director is gone.
Well, you better do whatever the engineer says and don't argue.
Okay, but tell him to hurry.
We're sewage inspectors.
We're sewage inspectors.
You are counter, I'm trying to find the main line. Got it? Got it.
Okay, we've beat the title backlash. 15 people in the door. Move it.
What time you guys got here? How much time do we have?
Not much. Through here. Not much time. Okay, we gotta get to the room auxiliary, and then we gotta get to the next one. What's wrong with you, buddy?
Go look at this. That looks like a fuel pump.
Of course it looks like a fuel pump. It works on the same principle. One have to deal with idiots. Ah! The egress valve.
Look, if I'm not out of there in 1 hour, you get some help. I got to. Take this. Meanwhile, stall that idiot.
Okay, 55 feet. Due south. Come on, Kermit, keep moving. He's swimming in sewers here. Open up, open up! Move it!
Great. Listen, you gotta show me the all the major locations of the sewage maintenance manhole.
Right, follow me.
That's where the money is, okay? You got your money? Please, get me out of here. You promised to get me out of here. Because I'm going nuts, really.
I'm not sure that I'm obliged to keep a promise to a man who would kill for money.
Rheinkopf. Now, you promised!
Tokar, the Absonite, is ready to return to the general population. Thank you.
Now, please, you promised. Rheinkopf, you promised. Now, get me out of here! I'm gonna go nuts if you let me out of here! Rheinkopf!
Turner! Right! I should have known. That recovery fee, secret mission for truth and justice. Don't call us, we'll call you. How did I miss it? What were we supposed to do? Come up with some link between Rodman and Coal Pits so that you'd have some blackmail leverage on Coal Pits. Does he really have $1 million stash somewhere? You're really a sweetheart. Fortunately, Lionel's outside with the cops. Your jig's up, lady.
Fortunately, I'm not the one running around in state jammies. Guard, Kincaid.
Yes, Miss Rheinkopf.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
This is a new admittance. Find him a bunk, and if he gives you any trouble, sedate him.
Wait a minute, friend. Wait a minute. I'm not supposed to be in here. You see, my street clothes are in the John in the rec room. I'm Representative Wheeler. Yes, from the Congressional 4th District.
Oh, a politician.
Yes.
How would you like to meet President McKinley?
No.
He's right down the hall here in the coloring room.
I am Representative Wheeler. You can't do this. Rheinkopf!
Obie, look, we can't wait for it to be perfect. We gotta go now.
Oh, we're going to your planet, Tokar, like you promised?
That's right, Obie, just like I promised. But we gotta make one stop first. And I want you to go and get that screwdriver, and I want you to get it now, fast. Bow!
Goodbye to you, Mr. Turner.
Oh, Your Honor. Your Honor.
Oh, Mr. Whitney. Yes, Mr. Turner said that you might be here. Well, good, come on.
What? Where are we going? What?
Well, I got a call from an inside contact that said the culprits had cracked and that he was going to make a confession. So I jumped in the cab and I came right over. Now, you and I are going to go pick up $1 million, take it to the DA's office, dump it on the desk in front of 12 news cameras. Then I defy anybody to try to cover it up.
Well, what about E.L.? He's in there.
He's witnessing his deposition. I had to deputize him. Then he's going to hand carry a signed confession over to the DA's office. Meet us there in about an hour. So we haven't got much time.
Okay. My car is the green one across the street. We can use that.
Well, I guess I better deputize you, too. Now, raise your right hand. Lionel Whitney, by the power vested in me, I hereby deputize you. Okay, let's go.
Where to, Your Honor?
To San Fernando Valley, to Sierra Madre Street. But first, you have to stop by an Army surplus store.
followed Whitney and Turner out here. Whitney left with a woman. Do you know who she might be?
No, I don't know who she is. Stay on their tail, Montrose.
And keep the line open.
Yes, sir.
Got it. Ah, it's wonderful.
When are we gonna go?
That's wonderful.
Let's go.
I got the key and I got the plan. Now listen, I'm gonna get Mushy Crowder. You gotta find Pancho and the teddy bear. You know where that is.
I can't wait to get to the planet Jupiter, Mars. Come, gee.
Hey, Mushy, that's the 15th round. It's now or never. You can take him. Stick and move. Okay? It's now or never, Mushy. Go on. Stick and move. Go. That's it, Mushy. Go get him, Mushy. Go get him, Mushy. Ah!
All bright star, lad. First star, I see that. Ah! Here we go. Where she goes to that's it. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it all time. Don't let him get it. That's it.
So great to get to your planet, Tokar. Earth stinks.
Janet, OB, come on, we gotta get out of here.
Hey, look, Tokar.
Who are you?
I'm Cassius 10 from the Planet O Patrol. I'm just another nut like you, culprits. Look, if you're getting out of here, I'm going with you, yeah?
No, you're not. Beat it.
You want me to flatten little Earthling's head?
Come on, OB, we got no time. Come on.
Look, you think you're the only one who got something on Reinkoff? She owes me 20 grand. If you don't take me with you, I'll call the guard.
All right, two things. My money's my money, and I get the first shot at Reinkoff, okay?
We're going to Tokar's planet. I can feel the celestial heavens at my fingertips.
But I think I'll be getting off before then. Hey, what does OB stand for?
Obituary Bob. Killed 7 people with an axe.
If I only had one now to break out of here.
Your Honor, did the name Art Sartain pop up anywhere in Culprit's confession?
Yes. How did you know?
Well, we haven't exactly been sitting still on this, Your Honor. You see, it's been my experience that whenever a large sum of money surfaces, narcotics usually aren't far behind. Ergo, Art Sartain is deeply involved in a major narcotics operation.
Sartain is the kingpin of a check hiding ring. He runs it by computer.
That is my backup theory. So Sartain is the link between Rodman and Culprit's, right?
Yes, they both work for him. This 5-month check-cutting scheme originated here in L.A. Colpitts tried to strong-arm the suitcase full of money from Rodman as he was leaving the bank, but there were witnesses.
Witnesses, that's right. That's why he knew he would be caught. That's why he hid the money, feigned insanity, knowing that when he was cured, he would come back, reclaim it, and disappear.
But he hadn't realized how horrible life in an asylum could be for a man, and he cracked.
Wait a minute, the whole missing piece, the whole big fix downtown, who and why, still, there's that question.
Well, I don't have all the answers yet either, but with your help, I hope to by the end of the day.
You can count on me, Your Honor.
It's great.
We made what? This plan was designed to go off in the nighttime. Now we're 3 jerks in pajamas hiding in the bushes in broad daylight. If we can only get that county truck.
I can get it for you. I'll waste that dude and stuff him in a hole.
No, there's a cleaner way.
Hey, I'm thinking here. Wait a minute, OB. Hold on. We'll be to the planet soon.
Help! Help! Somebody need a first aid kit! Help! Help me!
I think we got us a truck. Come on.
For you? See, that's what you do.
Hey, I'm thinking here, okay? For everybody.
Coming home soon.
Let's go, OB.
They weren't even built 8 months ago. Just staked out. Culprits stepped off 4 paces inside the front door and buried the suitcase.
In which house?
In the middle, he said.
Is that lightning or thunder?
Let's try. I got guns, I got bullets, I got shoes. Let's go!
Well, that can't be the right house. He said he moved in before the house was complete, that he was sleeping in his trailer while it was being built. That means he would have seen culprits bury the money, or culprits certainly wouldn't have picked that house.
He also said that it was built on a concrete slab. That means that they all must be built on concrete slabs. It's a lot of trouble.
No, so what? They're built on concrete slabs. I mean, you're a judge. I mean, you can call the sheriff in on it. He'll bring culprits out here that refresh his memory. He'll tell us where it is. Or wait a minute, it's a bank thing. I mean, the FBI, that means that the FBI has jurisdiction over it. I mean, surely it can't be fixed on that level. Call them in on it. I mean, there must be dozens of options open to you. I mean, you're a judge.
Fine. But what are they doing now?
Nothing. Just standing by the car.
Oh. Los Angeles maintenance. It's a work crew.
Whitney,
We're in luck.
please.
No.
Whitney.
I think culprits just showed up.
That means you're sitting on the money. Don't let them out of your sight. I'm on my way.
Now, where were we? Something about you don't have to keep promises to a man who kills for money. Well, Miss Reinkoff, this one's gonna be for pleasure.
Stop it. Wait a minute. I'm Deputy Whitney, and this is Judge Ducharme, and don't come one step.
And this is Mr. Magnum.
Hey, she ain't no judge. That's Alice Reinkoff.
What do you mean she's no judge? No. You deputized me and everything.
Yeah, well, it hasn't exactly been my day either.
Hold it.
Hey, wait, look. You don't want to do him here. Put him in the back of the truck, man.
Now you're doing some thinking again.
I'm thinking about the money.
Well, I'm thinking about who's the boss here. Cool it, all right? I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Obituary Bob. Gentleman I know you'll love to meet who will treat you so gently. OB, if you would, escort the lady and the gentleman to the car. Now, look, you're gonna go in there and pick up the money, man, while we keep these people occupied, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna have to be real small to crawl into that house. It is the treasure of Sierra Madre. It is set down in 6 inches of concrete slab.
All right, well, we're just gonna go in there and we're gonna go underneath the living room and get rid of the occupants to that house. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, what do you think about it? You kill him, right? Kill. That's all that's on
Well,
your mind.
what do you think? They're gonna invite us into their living room, dig through the floor, and give us iced tea?
Hey, I got you the truck, didn't I? You want iced tea? You got iced tea.
What is it this time? You people have already torn up that street 6 times, and we haven't even lived here a month.
Oh, I beg your pardon, ma'am, but that was the street department. We're with building safety. Oh. I'm Bill Hazlitt. Pleasure to meet you. This is my structural expert, Mr. Luna. And that's one of our very fine workers for 25 years now. You are Miss Walker.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, you are very busy. We'll try and make it as quickly as we can. Got a little bit of bad news for you. Well, I feel that your house is gonna be the first one on the block to be recalled.
What?
Yes.
My house?
Yes. You see, the grand jury has issued an indictment against the contractors and the builders for kickbacks, using shabby materials. But I got a little bit of good news for you. You see, this particular indictment allows for our pilot program to go through. And this will help the homeowner to regroup some of the money that he stands to lose. For instance, you may be eligible to regain something like $200,000 plus the money that you need to relocate.
200.
We need to take a representative section of the slab downtown.
You mean take a piece of
Just
my
slab? Representative slab, yes.
With you?
Yes. Well, of course, if it's an inconvenience, we can go next door and...
Oh, no. Come in.
Come in?
But, could you maybe take it from some inconspicuous place like, the back bath?
The back bath? Sure. Well, you know, actually, ma'am, Mr. Luna here is the expert. He'll have to tell Miss Luna, will you please tell me? Mm-hmm. He's the expert.
Obie, go get the sledgehammer.
What, you were going to get the money and then trot me off to make some idiotic phone call, and then when I got back, you'd be gone? Is that what you plan to do?
Something like that, yeah.
You're incredible. You're incredible. And you almost shot one of your own patients full of some exotic drug just to get at his money?
There was colored water in that hypo.
Cousin of the axe, I need you. It won't be long now, Rykoff.
There really was only colored water in that.
Don't you know the incredible honor and opportunity and privilege it is to be a therapist?
Honor. I gave 18 years of my life in that grief-stricken corner of hell. I should have been pushed upstairs years ago. I've been passed over 4 times in 6 years, and the last time was this morning. The only thing that improved was the chief of staff's golf scores. I just wanted to go out on an upper. I wanted to go where the beautiful people go, before it was too late.
I think mine are starting to come loose. Are yours?
Yeah, a little.
It's never too late to change or to make a difference. I'm living proof of that. I was a stockbroker once.
Yeah. And now you're a PI out to save the world, right?
Yes, what's wrong with that?
Nothing, Whitney. Nothing.
My husband is going to flip when he comes home. I mean, just flip.
Oh, ma'am, it's just a matter of tidying up now, that's all. Do you have any more of this iced tea? I get mighty thirsty watching all this hard work. Could you, ma'am, please? I mean, it was so tasty. You hurry up and get down there and get that suitcase before she comes back.
Come on, Obie, let's step it up.
I've got it! Toka! It's it! Mr. Colpitts, I couldn't ask for a better reunion. Against the wall. All of you, move!
Turn around. Get up there. Come on. You too. Get up there.
A little moldy, but spendable.
Without you, look!
Lionel.
No, it's Lionel!
I'm gonna cut you up in little pieces!
Look!
Just hang on, E.L. The police are on their way.
Who had time to call the cops?
I sent Alice.
You'll never learn, will you?
Hey!
Tenspeed and Brown Shoe will continue in a moment.
Widow St. Clair? She was a survivor. Just ask her late husband. And the guy with all the bruises, that was me, Mark Savage. Sucker for every dame with a sad story. You give them a hanky to dry their tears, and before you know it, they've stormed through your guts wearing spiked heels and fed you small pieces of your own heart on little silver forks.
Well, as I live and breathe, this isn't Florence Nightingale.
You have the $100,000 recovery fee. What more do you want?
I want to give you half.
Yeah?
Half of $100,000 is $5,000?
Well, they only gave me 1%, which is $10,000. Less damages to the house.
You pay damages? This I don't believe.
Lionel, you remember when you said it's never too late to change?
Yes.
Well, I just want you to know I'm trying. You probably don't believe me, but I am trying.
You are? How much were the damages?
What difference does it make, man?
How much were the damages?
They were $4,880.
Aw, that's a shame. World gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Wait a minute, that's not fair. You can't start a whole new life with $120 in your pocket and no references.
Wait, she wants references. We'll give her references. What are you doing?
Writing a check for half of our half.
Lionel, it's $5,000 to buy us a little daylight.
I'm sorry, E.L, but that's just the way I want to do it.
Once a sucker, always a sucker. I should know by now. Sucker.
Thank you. I hope that you will be able to find it in your heart to forgive me. After all, I do think we're kind of poured from the same mold, Commissioner Redstone.
It's okay, Miss Ducharme. I forgive you.
Sealed with a handshake, that's beautiful.
Ah, better yet, sealed with a kiss.
It's wonderful. Okay.
Whitney, thank you. You really have taught me quite a lesson.
You're welcome. Don't try, do it. Okay? You're fantastic.
Yeah, she's wonderful, just wonderful. Well, have a good life. Toodaloo. Toodaloo now.
If that isn't the thing that makes you feel good, making a contribution to another human life, putting another human being on the right path.
Yeah, well, at least I got us back on the right path, buddy. You don't go giving away the fee. You don't know what this Deschamps gonna do.
What are you talking about?
That's what I'm talking about.
What is that? You picked her pocket?
Yeah, damn proud of it, too. It's pretty good, wasn't it?
Proud of it?
Yes, I'm proud of it.
Are you misguided?
What are you, misguided?
Are you nuts?
That woman threw me into the loony bin. You out of your mind?
Sow,
I
so
worked
shall
for that
you
money.
reap. What are you
come on with
talking
that.
about? You're gonna take this personally
I'm
and
gonna
give it
take
back
this
to
and
her.
put it in the
Right,
bank.
Pop?
That's what I'm gonna...
Who are you?
Fred Wysocki. Which one of you two bums are E.L. Turner?